What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel for a insanely hot version of the 3 to T series. This is one of the hottest days of the year, quite possibly the hottest day I've ever been out here. So heat index warning, there's parts of the country that are like 120 degrees. It's already 93 in here, so this is going to be brutal. I'm already sweating and I barely even hit any shots, but apologies first and foremost if it's a little bit darker than usual. I just literally can't afford to have any extra lights on, making this area any hotter than possible. But 3 to T series, we're going through like usual, 3 holes per course in an attempt to play through and show you guys all the amazing courses on GSPro. As the name implies, playing holes 1, 9, and 18. As for today's video, a course that's been out for a little while now, and I've been meaning to get to it. Looks absolutely amazing, but we are going through Jack's Point in Queenstown, New Zealand, over by Big Dog Country. I think this is actually not too far from him. But this is designed by BLRK and Greg McDonald. Two awesome designers, as you can tell by the first look here. Absolutely awesome looking course with the mountains in the background, the clouds, all the grasses and trees. Everything looks amazing. But we're going to see what we can do here. Had a pretty limited warm-up because it's just so hot. But we're going to go through and see if we can shoot somewhere around even par. Swing hasn't been feeling the best as of late, and who knows what's going to happen here with the excruciating heat. But we're going through course recommended settings, so firm fairways, which I like. However, firm greens, don't love that. But we're doing the course recommended settings. 11 stimps, furthest back tees at 69.48 for the yardage. Thursday pins, course elevation at 1,148. 8-foot gimmies, calm wind, and I have the putting auto aim turned on just to make things a little bit quicker. But shout out to, I say it at the end, but shout out to the members. Garbage Garage Golf actually is the newest member. You'll see his name. Shout out to Danko for becoming a member. Really appreciate the support. And yesterday, I actually came out later at night and installed a new Country Club Elite mat that I got. So this original one that you guys have seen is a 10 by 24 mat that I've had for like 3+ years now. Still in really good shape. I mean, it has like tape underneath, but was a little bit too short, so I had to prop up the front section for the putts to roll flat. So I ordered a new one. It's actually quite or slightly different material. It seems like these newer ones. Maybe I'll do a review with a little more light to show you guys the difference. But this new one is 10 by 36, so just under a foot wide. I originally planned to maybe add this one either in front of it or behind it, but 3 feet longer now. I did some testing with putting. It seemed to work good, and I really like the longer mat now, so don't have any worries. It's in basically the same spot it was, so any kind of fat shots, I know I'm not going to hit the concrete, but more importantly, that section that I had in front of this one to be able to make a putt roll flat, I was catching it on my follow through, kind of hitting down and through it, which this mat, I love these Country Club Elite mats. It allows you to do that, but I was running out of space, so I was catching, as I was bottoming out the club, I was catching the front section of those gym tiles. So really nice. I haven't hit that many shots, but really nice to be able to hit down and through it and actually try to feel like I'm making contact with the turf after the ball without worry about ripping that thing up. But as far as the course, let's get into it. First hole, par 4, 376 yards. Let's hit the flyover. I mean, look at this course. Greg McDonald is a wizard. This course looks unreal. Again, my projector's not the best. It's probably even a little bit hazy because it's so hot. But it should look pretty darn good at 1080p Ultra on your end for the video. But let's see what we can do here. Enough yapping. Let's get this underway and see what we can do. The last drive I hit, it was kind of a push. Didn't really draw back that much, but I hit it 295. So I guess the bright side of this really brutally hot weather is the ball maybe will be able to go a little bit further if I make contact with it. Alright, not the best in the world, but these firm fairways, hopefully it gets down before that bunker. Sit. Nope, right into it. Alright, rolled out to 311 though. Now we're on a 9.2 downslope. It's going to come out 3.4 right. Elevation, it's about 2%. This will probably play closer to 10% out of here. So let's try and hit 88. with the downslope. Let's try to hit a fuller 56. Try to take advantage of this newer mat, really being able to hit down on it, see if I can get it there. It's either a fuller 56 or a choke down approach wedge, but the downslope, I don't mind having a little bit extra loft. If we come up short, so be it. And we will aim right about there. Take a fuller swing with the 56. See what happens here with these firm greens. Oh, I scolded it. Go. Now sit. All right, we got some zippy zip. Hit it really thin and kind of flared it to the right, but we've got a putt at it. For firm fairways, will probably be a little bit quicker than the usual 11 stimp, but it is 11 stimp, so we've got a 16-footer playing 18. Moment of truth here for the putts. One thing I will note with this new mat, the shorter one only had one single kind of hole in the middle to be able to put a tee here. This larger one has two, so it took some time figuring out exactly where I wanted this, but I'm basically hitting right between the two. I'm hoping that rolling it over this front one, the front hole, won't mess with the putts, and there is a little bit of a drop off over here, but I think the square needs about 8, 10, maybe even 12 inches past the ball or past the unit to be able to finish reading the ball all the way through, which I tested and should be fine, but let's see what we can do here. Unfortunately, I don't have my the old mat. I kind of aligned myself with a groove in the gym mat to hit a straight putt, so we'll see what we can do. Hopefully it actually reads. Way too firm, and I pulled it. Okay, not ideal. Leaves us with a 9-footer coming back for par. At least the putt read. And I pulled it again. So that is a 3-putt bogey. Not ideal, but we're off. Flying over to the second hole, 9th hole, par 4, 392. Again, the mountains in the background. This course is unreal. From what I've seen people play, not the easiest course in the world, but it is extremely, extremely scenic and beautiful. Really, really well done. But let's hit the flyover. 9th hole, par 4, 392, up 6. Looks like based on the flyover, higher part on the left, everything will funnel down to the right. Try to maybe hit a draw up towards that. Maybe have it kick down to the right and run in the fairway a little bit. Move ourselves over. To be honest, I haven't even been out here that long. I've only been out here like 20 minutes. I already start to feel a headache and a little woozy. It is brutal. Oh, way off the toe. May work though. Stay in the fairway. All right. Pretty bad miss hit, but we're in decent shape. 286 on that one. Leaves us with 104, up 4, so 108 with the altitude and these firm greens. I think I can just hit just over a 100-yard shot here with the choke down approach wedge and hopefully give ourselves a putt, maybe even a close one to get that bogey back. It's going to come out a little bit right. That's fine because I tend to draw these a little bit anyway, so we'll go there. Super toey, bit of a miss hit. If it gets a bounce though, oh, not that way. I was thinking if it got a bounce, maybe it would work out. Wanted probably an extra 5-10 yards on that ideally, but leaves us with a 9-yard chip shot. It's going to come out a little bit right, so we'll aim over here, maybe get a little chippy chip action. Going 60 degree. It is, like I mentioned, I had to turn the extra light off just to try to keep the temperature down. So it is dark over here. I want to make sure I have the right club. I've done that a couple times as of late. Oh, I chunked it. Go. Terrible. 2.7 up on the attack angle because I chunked it so bad. All right, we got a putt for par. So, 11 feet, basically 12 playing 13. All right, we got one to go. A little bit of a push, but we'll take the par. 1 over through 2. Flying over to, wow, look at the water. This grass looks amazing. I mean, really the mountains catch your eyes, but all the intricate details, this looks insane. But 1 over through 2, third and final hole, 18th hole, par 4, 459. Maybe get a birdie on this one. I know Big Dog doesn't play outside a ton anymore, but I'm pretty jealous if this is what he's dealing with some of these courses, the way these look, scenic-wise. Looks pretty awesome. We don't have anything around here that looks like that, but all right, we'll go there. Hopefully it draws. Kind of narrow up there for the landing spot. Got OB and water left, bunker and long stuff on the right. Pretty far off the toe again. Skip over it. Skip over it. No. All right. 267 carry. Speed's creeping up a little bit, but still some mishits. We got 183 out of the sand. Upslope's going to come out left. I mean, 10% puts almost up towards 200, so I'm going to aim out here and go 6 iron. Hopefully it gets out of this. Well, I hit it really good. I may need to sit. Yep. That is a... Oh, and I did it again. I was going to say, that's a blasted 6 iron, but that was a 5 iron. So there's the dark conditions for you without the light. That's unfortunate. I hit that pretty good. So we'll take the baby draw with the 5 iron, 200 raw, but we're off the green. So 20 yards. We'll go 60 degree. It's going to come. We're hitting into an upslope, and it's a little bit of an upslope, but these firm greens will roll out. I don't get a ton of spin on the wedges, so we'll go aim right and maybe just shy of 15. May need to go even a little more right. Try that. $11. Go in. Oh. All right, we'll take it. Still not the best contact in the world, but that one had a chance and it stayed in for par. So take a look at this. From Jack's Point, quite possibly another Course of the Year contender. Greg McDonald, like I said, is an absolute wizard. BLRK I'm not quite as familiar with, but he seems like he's been working on a lot of these really, really nice courses in collaboration with some other people. So I've seen that name pop up, but quite possibly another Course of the Year. I know everyone has different personal preferences, but this one is definitely up there. I would easily put it in the top 10 so far from what we've had, but there's been so many good courses as of late. It's tough, honestly, to start picking and choosing which ones you would put up there. But from Jack's Point in Queenstown, New Zealand, designed by BLRK and Greg McDonald, we ended up with 1 over through the 3 holes. So bogey on 1, par on 9, par on 18. Honestly, I don't mind that with not only the conditions here, but the conditions of the course. Let's take a look at the stats real quick. We had 2 pars, 1 bogey, 286 longest drive. We only hit 1 out of 3 fairways, so those numbers are all the same. 21 feet of putting. That 3 putt for bogey kind of sucked, but it is what it is. 5 putts, 17 minutes on the gameplay, 1 out of 3 greens regulation, and 1 out of 3 fairways. So there you have it, folks. I'm planning on trying to do a live stream here. We'll see if that I actually get through the 18 holes. I'm going to try to beat Seadrum's real-life home course record. with some pretty brutal conditions on the sim, and again how hot it is. But we'll see what we can do. But like always, shout out to the members. I said that at the beginning, but extra shout out to Garbage Garage Golf, Danko. Usually, sometimes people join while I'm live, and like a cool banner comes up, and I can shout them out beforehand or as I'm live, like real time. But this one, he joined when I wasn't live or had a video up or anything, so wasn't able to. I thanked him personally, but wasn't able to do it kind of real time like I usually do. So shout out to Danko, other people that have been joining as of late. Greatly appreciate the support, you guys. Don't know how much that means to me and how much it matters. Everyone supporting with the $5. It really adds up, and it really does mean a lot to me. So really appreciate it. If you guys have any course requests, I have a couple that I have written down that I need to get to, but any course requests, please let me know down below. Just give me the name of the course, the location, and a little bit of background information, whether you're a course designer and you want me to check it out, a unique course, fantasy course, world famous course, real life course that looks as good as this, anything in between. I just like having a little background information so I can relay it, the information, write it down for people that are watching. But I'm going to wrap this up. Like always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.